Henrik fell from up here, I think. Yeah, I think he just fell down the stairs. So was there anything in here noteworthy? Did anything change?
Buenos dias.
Have you heard? The police received an anonymous tip, and they're considering Joanna a prime suspect in the Bacall theft. They've taken her in for questioning.
I called in that tip. She lied about the Cinnabar, and you may not know this, but she has jeopardized the museum's finances with all of her wheeling and dealing. Why should she not be questioned?
How do you know about museum finances?
I have my sources.
Have you heard? Henrik Vanderheun fell off the pyramid at the museum. He's in the hospital with a mysterious head injury.
That is terrible news. I hope it's not too serious.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
So he had something to say. Go to Sinclair.
Any news?
There was an incident at the museum. Henrik is in the hospital with a head injury.
Poor Henrik. Another squabble between him and Joanna, perhaps? Oh, I'm kidding, but I do remember the time she threatened to push him in the pond. Temper, temper, I'm always telling her.
I'd better get going.
See you around.
Interesting.
Okay, apparently there's a voicemail that we... I thought it said there was no new voicemail, though.
Right, it has.
You have voicemail.
There's a voicemail.
Messages.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his? Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness. As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the third degree, but now the board has suspended me. To make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum. Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
To replay messages, press 0.
Okay, so we had two messages.
Outside line.
He wants us to talk to Franklin Rose, but I care more about Henrik right now.
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
Can you explain the amnesia?
Henrik is suffering from an acute case of post-traumatic retrograde amnesia. At the moment, he is unable to recall even the most basic autobiographical facts, from his name and address to his birthday and shoe size. He can't access the details of his personal history or events leading up to his accident.
Is there any way to treat amnesia?
Well, reality orientation is a kind of treatment that helps a patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
I see. So we need to help him find the trail of crumbs. Is that it?
Exactly. First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help trigger or find the way back to his cognitive memories.
Where do I come in?
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work, and who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Stable how?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Thanks for the warning, Nurse Bluefoot.
Be well.
10 to 4, it's 4:15. All right, well. Means we gotta go back to the hotel. We'll do 10 a.m. Hospital up here. Yep, hospital. New location. There's Henrik.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. The curator's name is Joanna Riggs. You were working there, and that's where your accident happened. Do you remember anything about the accident?
Joanna Riggs. Is that the woman who called to pick my brain for an access code?
What access code would that be?
Where in my poor banged-up head would I be keeping access codes? I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot thinks with regular visits, I may be able to help you get your memory back more quickly.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
Nurse Bluefoot says that visual aids often help to trigger memories.
Pictures? Well, isn't this nice?
Come on, Henrik. You'll feel much better once things start coming back to you. I've got a picture with me if you'd like to give it a try.
Fine, I'll do it.
What should I post here?
Good. Did it break the game? Did the game break? By me posting that?
It broke that way.
Great. These are Maya glyphs, like the ones you used to translate. Now, don't be upset if you don't know how to read them anymore. I can tell you what they mean.
I know what they
Okay.
mean, dear. I wrote them.
I'm sure you have written them at one time or another in your career. So, what do you think this is all about? The magician suffers yellow death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
The author? What are you talking about?
That first glyph is the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
Henrik, this note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
The Pakal carving is priceless and irreplaceable. If you stole it, this is your opportunity to come clean and return it to the museum.
Who in the world is Pakal? Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today, Nancy.
Okay, it's time for some memory therapy. Nancy, could you come back tomorrow?
Huh. Well, I guess I'll just come back tomorrow. Go back to the hospital and see if he has anything to say. Reality orientation in progress. Urine. But we should call Franklin Rose.
That sounds like a good idea.
Joanna wanted us to call him, but I mean, does she really deserve the sympathy?
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting ready to call you myself.
As a matter of fact, I have been brushing up on my mind reading.
Well, thank goodness I've got you on my side. I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework. But instead, it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
Don't worry, I'm used to it by now. And after all, this situation is no more treacherous than my recent attempt at a ski vacation in Wisconsin. Anyway, about Beach Hill.
I think I know what you're going to say, Nancy. Let me be frank. Joanna Riggs has been in the doghouse with the board for months. Her thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Pakal carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
Don't you believe she's genuinely concerned about the welfare of the museum?
Good intentions are no substitute for integrity and sound judgment, Nancy. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
Oh, Mr. Rose, I'm not qualified to be a curator. I don't have the experience.
Maybe not, but you are the best qualified detective I know, which is just what we need right now. We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Ha ha. Just kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Pakal back, we'll see about giving Ms. Riggs another chance. That seems fair, doesn't it?
It's a deal, Mr. Rose.
Bye, kiddo.
Okay, I want to say this guy will say something.
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras. Here you go.
Nice.
Keep up the good work.
So this is a picture we can give to Henrik.
Yeah.
Because we gave him the Scarlet letter, or not letter, Scarlet handprint with that document with the message on it, where he said it was his message. Scarlet letter is a hook. Get that in my head. Alright, let's see. We can talk to Henrik again.
What should I post here?
Another picture. Henrik, can you tell me about this picture?
Well, look who it is.
Hi, Henrik. I've come to talk Maya Kings. Let's see if this photo rings any bells. This will help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
Can you remember the last time you saw him?
Pakal! Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But why? Oh, Pakal! What could I have meant by this?
Think, Henrik. Where's the carving now?
I can't remember.
All I need is some idea of where to look next. I'll take any scrap of memory you've got, Henrik.
It's still in the museum.
Why would you break into the display case and steal the carving only to leave it in the museum?
To protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal! Something is going on at that museum, a devious plot. I was the only one who could stand in the way.
Whose plot is this? Is it someone who's involved with the museum?
Forgive me, Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name. Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key. It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
What
Maybe
key?
that key goes to the lock where you hid the Pakal.
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and return to me.
What
please,
key?
with some answers.
Oh, he's going to give us one.
You can count on me, Henrik.
And
In the meantime,
there it is.
I'll sit with my friend Pakal and see if he will tell me anything new. You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
One of the pieces that was stolen from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center was a jade carving with an unusual glyph on it. Do you remember translating it?
I can't remember.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order for Cinnabar with Keep It Real Restoration?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Do you have anything against Joanna?
Who knows?
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
Okay, I have an assumption of where the key goes, because we have one more place that has a lock on it. The desk.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. You have a... it looks like a weird floppy. Not a square floppy. Is that it?
Locked.
Can I do the bottom one? Okay. Spanish counting, okay. It's 5 digits in Spanish. Write the last 3 digits of the series, add a 0, you get the 4-digit number. So 2050. Okay, is there any other things? So he's doing conversions here. The 0 at the end of the last three digits. The station gives that, then smuggler station is that. The 0 at the end of the last three digits. Add up all of the digits in the series. Add the number from step 1 to the number from step 2. Leche, mujer, sueño. Password is snake. Enter it in Morse code and they'll confirm by voice. Okay, this is interesting. Did the pen ever go back, or was it? So this is interesting. So we have to start off.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
We know somebody that does. The guy at the consulate, Mexican consulate.
Yes.
He speaks it. So, station is 2050. And they're just gonna say it in Spanish. Okay, I know how to count in Spanish 1 through 9. That's not hard. So step 1. Translation notes. So we kept that. We can maybe show that to Henrik at some point. He might have something interesting to say about that.
Buenos dias.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
Oh, I need it to send a message by ham radio. It's a long story.
Now, if only I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
Something tells me this translation is going to come with strings attached.
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were falsified. I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but she evades me. If you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
Alright, bribery.
What makes you think they were falsified?
In Mexico, it is common knowledge that the carving was stolen from Pacal's tomb when it was first excavated. But no one has been able to prove it. If I can determine that the provenance documents are a fraud, this will be the first major step toward legal repatriation of the artwork, whenever and wherever it resurfaces.
Okay, Alejandro. I'll see what I can do.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means? Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word for snake.
I should get back to the museum.
Yes, you should.
Well, we are the curator, right? In Joanna's absence, we've been told that we are the curator. It might be interesting to go back to the hotel and check out this floppy. If that even is a floppy. It's a weird shape. But it kind of looks like a floppy. Oh, it goes into this thing. I don't know what that is.
Don't you remember what it is? It's K.
Oh, wait a minute. What was...
Remember it was,
No, that's the other one. This is Coco Kringle.
Right, that's what that one was.
No, this other disc is from Henrik. so he's not going to have the same password.
Oh, that's right.
Let's go back to the museum for now. Grab Alejandro his documents. Joanna's gonna be so upset. I don't know why I'm knocking. Joanna's not here. One of these? Yeah. These are the documents. I did take them.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Promise me that you'll take good care of these documents.
Good work, my friend. I suppose you would like something in return?
I trust your Nahuatl has become fluent again.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias. Gotta go.
Adios, Nancy.
Alright, so we can try that on the floppy if you want. Let's see if it works on the floppy. Or maybe we have to get it out of Henrik. Just ask him straight up. Hey, what's your password?
Yeah, we might have to go back to the hospital.
Yeah, we'll give this a try first. You know, it doesn't hurt, right? It wastes a little bit of time. Nope, didn't work. Okay, well. Oh, what glyph is it? Oh. Can I look at this? I don't know what glyph that is. Is there a way to look at this? Maybe I have to put it up at Henrik's hospital bed to see it for myself. Why don't I didn't even notice what it was asking. I'll take a picture. We'll put this up and maybe he'll say what it is, or if we take a closer look, we can find it.
What should I post here?
Oh, come on, I can't look at it more?
Post here.
Maybe I do have to get it from him. But really, after hours, it's fine. Because we can do the ham radio thing if we want. Right. First we need to know the Morse code for Waddle. Alright, so I think that's it. 5, that's should be right. Alright, so we need turn it on.
The radio tube went out.
Of course it did, Nancy. Why wouldn't it? I go back. Oh, I had to turn it off. It's always going out. There we go. Yeah. Connect. Wasn't it? Oh, it's 2050. I'm a dumb.
Atención, 8, 3, 2, 7, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 7.
Okay.
1, 2,
So 83271, I believe. I was gonna say since 7 confused, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 is 7.
I don't know if you want to write it down.
Oh, I did. 83721. 83271. Ooh, dyslexic. So, put a 0 at the end of the last 3 digits, so we get 2, 7, 1, 0. Isn't that not what it is? 8, 3, 2, 7, 1. And the thing said, put a 0 at the end of the last 3 digits. I was assuming that's to get the last... Wait, and then add 5 digits to step 1? Okay, so that's not the right thing. So, if you add all the digits up, it's 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 2 is 13, plus 7 is 20, plus 1 is 21. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take 2710 plus 21. 2710 plus 21, 2731. Right?
Yes.
10, you add 21. So it's going to be, try this, 2731.
Transmítalo ahora.
Okay, I'll transmit now. It's dash, dot, dash, dot. Send that one. Dash, dash, dash. Dot, dash, dash, dot, dash, dot, dot.
Mensaje encendido. Transmítalo ahora.
Would work. I hate the intended. Not work? I thought that would work. Is that not the right? Did I mess up the Morse code? Let's make sure. I don't know what the first word was. Maybe it was one of the right words. Or maybe I can't do it right now. Oh, we send an extra word to them. Send the item immediately, coast is clear. So, leche. I don't know who's... Oh, smuggler. I don't know who this is going to, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna do if we tell them to send the item.
Bess Marvin's Mopatorium.
George, it's Nancy. What's going on?
Oh, Bess has been in a supreme funk ever since the Hardy Boys left.
Nancy, why doesn't River Heights have any cute boys like those two?
Why? Bess, I'm sure Nancy is not calling to hear you moan. What's the latest, Nan?
After the board caught wind about the police interrogating Joanna, they suspended her.
But Joanna didn't take the Pakal.
I tried to suggest that to Franklin Rose without betraying Henrik's confidence, but he's not interested in cutting Joanna any slack.
So what? She's history?
Mr. Rose said that if the Pakal carving is recovered, he'll reconsider.
Well, that's just one more reason you've got to find that carving.
Yeah. Joanna's ambitions may be a little misguided at times, but she shouldn't have to take the fall for Henrik.
Plus which, her presence at the museum may be one of the crucial ingredients to solving this case.